Okay, so this is my declutter box. This is how deep it goes. It is absolutely massive. I did this in my own time. I decided not to film it just because it's just easier for me to zone out and declutter on my own, and then obviously show it in all one video. But this time round, I've decided to just declutter my whole collection and film what I've decluttered and tell you sort of why I've decluttered them. So I think this is going to be a long video. There's quite a lot. As I said, I went through every part of my makeup collection and did declutter from sort of all parts. So without further ado, if you'd like to see what I've decluttered and why I've decluttered them, then please keep watching. I have decluttered this P. Louise highlighter, not because I don't like it, because it's in the shade Best Actress. It's beautiful, but as you can see there, it's far too dark for a pale gal like me. So I'm just gonna end up selling this on so someone with a deeper complexion can use this. Next we have this little Soph Trio like face palette. I did actually have one of these years ago when it first launched, but fun fact, this is not actually a Soph collab. She didn't have any say in this. This was just a random collab with her name on it. I did have this originally. I believe I panned the highlighter and I binned it because it was old. But then I rebought it off of someone and I've never used it, so I thought, you know what, there's no point. Speaking of Soph, look at this. I've decluttered the Glow Duo in the shade Cookies and Cream, which I believe is the sort of like medium palette. I've kept the lightest one and I still have her original highlighter palette, so I thought I would declutter this because they're not colours I'm going to reach for a lot, to be honest. It is beautiful. Every ounce of me just wants to keep this, but I have far too many highlighters. W7 Ice and Bright. This is a fabulous dupe of the ABH. I can't remember. Literally this highlight. Is it Iced Out? Yeah, Iced Out. This is a fabulous dupe of it, but because I have the ABH one, I don't need the copy of it, so someone else will get use out of that. I guess I'm going in with highlighters first, okay. Next we have the Revolution Pro Marilyn Monroe highlighter. The reason I decluttered this is because I have the Fenty Diamond, is it Diamond something highlighter. It's a pretty good dupe of it. It's not exact, but I prefer my Fenty one. And I don't really reach for like glittery, icy highlighters like this a lot. What is this? This is the Pretty Little Thing highlighter in the shade One Champagne. I have used this for a video, but I've not reached for it. So I've just decided if I'm not using it, it's going. Remember these? I Heart Revolution. This is the beloved Aristocats collab. These highlighters weren't that great, to be honest. I think I kept this one because it was the one that was the best for me. A lot of them actually cast grey on me, but yeah, I've still got the palette, but the highlighter I won't use. Rude Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Extravagant. I bought this off of someone, I think one of my patrons. It is actually a really nice highlighter. Can't really remember why I decluttered it, to be honest, but it's going. Ooh, Revolution Pro Shimmer Brick. Is it a Shimmer Brick? I believe this is a face palette. I mean, this is beautiful, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not going to reach for this ever. I'd only really be able to use this one, and yeah, it's just not something I reach for ever. I've decluttered two Relove highlights. I firstly decluttered this one because I actually already have it. So this was another one. They did send me like a huge PR parcel, I think it was last year, at the beginning of the year. I actually already had this shade, and for some reason I obviously didn't realise because I kept the one that they sent as well. And then I decluttered this one. This is the shade Gold, for an obvious reason with my pale skin, is that's not going to work for me, so that can go to someone else. Revolution, this is the Splendor Ultra Glow highlighter in the shade So Glazed. It really wowed me, to be honest. I've kept another one, I think it's from the I don't know what collection it was. It has very similar packaging to this, but no, it's like pink. I think it was the Christmas after this, but this highlighter didn't really wow me, so that's going. Studio London. I actually tested them very recently, but this highlighter did not wow me. The only one I'd be able to use is that. I just wanted to basically try it for the video, but that can go to someone else. So Colourpop, this is the Lantern Fest Super Shock highlighter. I remembered I was desperate to get my hands on this because it was the year of the Ox Colourpop collection, and I'm an Ox. I was born in 1997, but I did swatch this and it's too dark for me, and I don't really reach for these like Colourpop highlighters, same as this, which is the reason I've cut this as well. This is the Barbie Colourpop highlighter. Again, it's too dark for me. I've still got the palettes from the collection, but I've just decluttered the complexion products because I'm just not going to use them. Another Revolution highlighter. This is in the shade Peach Lights. I decluttered this because I hate the chunky packaging. Now they've released the thin packaging one. I've decluttered my chunky packaging and got that. I got a new one. I can't remember what it's called. It's a really gold one. It's so beautiful and it's in the new packaging. I love it. So I've decluttered this one. I've got two Beauty Bay highlighters here. I've got Glaze and Beam. Why have I decluttered Beam? I thought that'd work for me. But I have swatched these, evidently, so they must be too dark for me. Also, what I hate about these highlighters is that they smash so easy. I'm on my second Pal highlighter. I think Drew bought that for me, or I can't remember, or did I buy it off her? I can't remember. And it's like cracked. It's so annoying. So I need to rethink this packaging because they just don't work. This is the shade Glaze. I went for a phase of obviously wanting to collect all the shades, but come on, Alex, it's not gonna work. Josh Cosmetics Luna. That is a stunning highlighter. I have kept Cream and Leaf, which Cream is the most popular one and Leaf is the green one. The reason I've decluttered it is because I don't really reach for that much. And his brand is like very quiet at the moment. I think he's slowly coming back, but he's not been around for a little while. A little Ofra mini. This is the shade Rodeo Drive. As much as I want to keep this, I swatch it and it's like too dark for me. So yeah, that's going. We've got a I Heart Revolution Cheese Collection highlighter. I didn't actually think the highlighter was that bad, but the packaging and everything, it's just not me, is it? So I've decluttered it. I wanted to review it, obviously, but yeah, I have decluttered it. I think Jodie's going to be upset that I'm decluttering this, but this is the Be Perfect Get Wet Skin Sheen. This is the, no, that is the shade Skin Sheen. This launched for, was it Love Tahiti? Oh God, if I'm wrong, that's so embarrassing. I can't remember. But this is like a very unique kind of highlighter. It's a very like putty type of highlighter and it's got like a nice bluey green reflect. I just don't reach for it ever. Little Revolution mini highlighter and shade conditioner. I'm pretty sure this is from this year's advent calendar. Have used it, but I'm not going to reach for it that much, so it's going to go. Can't believe I decluttered this. This is by Revolution Pro. This is the Luster highlighter in White Rose. How beautiful is this packaging? It's an absolutely stunning highlighter, but I just don't reach for it. I feel like Revolution Pro need to bring out some new exciting products, you know? I don't think we have any other highlighters, so I'm going to move on to blush. So firstly, we have this Primark Paradise Crush blusher. It's like a kind of dupe for Benefit, but yeah, I've literally not touched it, so that's gonna go, and I've just scraped it. Brilliant. Yeah, if I've had it for a long time, not used it, it's going. Do you know what I mean? This is Ofra Samantha March Chick Lit Duo. I don't even think, I was so desperate to get my hands on it, and I've barely even used it. Like, why am I like this? Revolution Pro, this is a luster blusher in White Rose. I just used the orangey one in my full face Revolution Pro. I don't really reach for these because they are so shimmery. They are definitely more like a blush lighter type of situation. They are stunning to look at and they very much remind me of Hourglass, but you know, nothing too special. I got these from AliExpress after I saw that Make Me Up Missa had them, and I have not even used them. They are stunning though. I've got two shades. This is number 2, which is a shimmery like orange type of situation, and then is this 01? Yeah, this is 01, and this is like a pinky one. They're just taking up room in my collection. I'm not using them, so yeah, no. MUA blushed. I actually bought all 3 of these recently. I think they launched not too long ago and I've not even touched them. This is the shade Ginger. I have a lot of similar blushes in my collection, so I just decided, nah, Let's just be realistic, Alex. Beauty Bay blush in the shade Blossom. I don't really reach for like shimmery blushes. I think they're absolutely stunning, but on the day-to-day basis, I am a matte gal, so I don't reach for it. I've not used it either, so I'd rather someone else use that. We have a sleek blusher in the shade Rose Gold, which is their, oh my god, I can't open it. It's their NARS Orgasm dupe. There we go. It's absolutely beautiful, like, don't get me wrong. It's a stunning blush, but I don't need it. I don't feel like sleek is spoken about enough these days. I just don't get it. Have a little Tarte blush in the shade First Class. Don't reach for it at all, and I don't think you can buy the shade, so. And it's gone. Revolution blush, shade Peaches and Cream. This is absolutely beautiful, but again, I need it in the new packaging because I ain't got the room. Charlotte Tilbury, I know. This is the blush in the shade Pillow Talk. If I'm honest, I bought this off of, I think it's Rebecca, and I wanted this because it's Charlotte Tilbury, but that is not an Alex blush. Like, I'm never going to use that. And now I have the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter and blush palette, and also I have something else with blushes in it as well. I've got like much preferable shades than that. I've got like much better shades than that, so yeah, I've just decided to get rid of that. Makeup Obsession. This is a little blush that got in an advent calendar maybe like 2 years ago or so. We've got a Revolution blush, again, Violet Love. This is absolutely stunning. I've just got a Colourpop one that's in a very similar shade because I wanted like a purple tone, but like a light purple tone, and that one's perfect. This is beautiful. I'm actually sad I got rid of this. This is the MUA blush in Pink Champagne. Stunning, and they're like £2.50. Morphe Gilded Glow. This whole collection was sent to me. I was absolutely gobsmacked. I got rid of this because I think there's another shade in it that I prefer, and I'm not going to reach for both shades. And just in case you're wondering, the makeup that I get rid of that is gifted to me, I don't sell them. I do an auction with my Patreon group, like to sell all this stuff. And then I just say first to put X emoji, you know, wins this. Do you know what I'm saying? I just do it fairly like that. So this is the NARS highlighter in the shade Capri. I got rid of this. My auntie gave this to me a little while ago. I don't know how old this is. It might actually be really old, but I just got in Harrods Beauty on sale a trio that has Orgasm, Orgasm X and a highlighter. So I thought I didn't need this anymore. So I've got that little trio, and I think I have NARS blush in here. Oh yeah. And then, yeah, speaking of the NARS blush, this was the little mini that I had of Orgasm. It's absolutely tiny, but because I've got it in that trio, I don't need the single anymore. I don't know how I didn't see this. This is the Illamasqua highlighter in the shade OMG. I don't really understand what people love about these so much. I don't particularly think they're anything special. So yeah, I decluttered it. I don't think there's any more blushes or highlighters. Let me show you the face palettes I decluttered. So, I can't believe I decluttered these, but I got rid of 3 of my Benefit palettes. Like, who am I? I cannot believe I've decluttered these, but I have very good reason for decluttering these. So I am very much Benefit lover. I absolutely love their products. This is my favourite one. This is the Cheek Leaders, and this has Gold Rush, Cookie and Hoola in it. And the reason that I decluttered this is because I have Hoola a million times over. Cookie, as much as I absolutely love Cookie, I got a newer trio that launched Christmas just gone, and it has the new Cookie imprint in it. So this is technically like an older version of Cookie now. Gold Rush, I don't reach for it, so it's not pretty enough for me to keep it. So that's why I'm getting rid of that one. This is the Reunion Tour palette. This one has Hoola, Sugar Bomb and Georgia. I have Georgia in one of the 4 face palettes. I think it's either Fire Queen or Earth Angel Georgia's in. Hoola, again, a million times over. Sugar Bomb, like Gold Rush, not pretty enough for me to keep a whole palette for. So if I miss them that much, I'll buy the mini, but I've not. And then lastly, we have the Cheeky Camper palette. This has Hoola Light, Dandelion and Coralista in. Have Dandelion in a separate individual box. Hoola Light I have it individually. And again, this Hoola Light does that look, it looks weird to me, right? It doesn't look the same as who I don't know, Coralista. It's very pretty. It's a very stunning peachy blush, but yeah, I don't reach for it, so that's gone. The Lorac Sculpt and Glow palette. I was buzzing to buy this for like £6 or something, until I quickly realised that this is too dark for me. Bronzers in here are super warm. Like, I think even this top one is too warm. The blush shades are stunning, don't get me wrong, but the highlighters, they ain't gonna work for me. I don't think you can tell in camera, but in person they have a super bronzy undertone. So I'm never gonna use that. I decluttered my Revolution Pro palette. What is this called? True Love Face palette. They actually launched this a little while ago. They have a deeper version as well. It's a very good idea for a palette. It's quite obviously a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury, and the eyeshadows are not pretty in here enough for me to keep. Like, I love the bronzer, I love the blush. Highlighter, preferably would have liked something a bit lighter, and shadows are not giving enough for me. So yeah, it was good for the video and a good testing video, but I don't see myself reaching for that a lot after this. Oh, you can start to see my body and my legs. Rimmel London little trio comes with highlighter, contour and blush. This come out decades ago. Oh my goodness, Alex, let's not be dramatic. This come out ages ago, years ago. I don't reach for it ever. I got it because of Make Up Mister, as a lot of my purchases are Make Up Mister inspired, but I don't reach for that ever, so I got rid of it. A NARS face palette. I remember I bought this off someone for an absolute bargain, but I just don't love the colours in here. I don't know what it is, but this just doesn't excite me. There's probably only like 2 shades in here I'd reach for, and it's quite an expensive palette, so I'd rather someone else enjoy that. Okay, I think we should kind of move on into cream products. There is quite a lot. I have so many cream products, I can't even tell you. But I've decluttered a lot, but just understand the sheer volume of cream products I have is a joke. So yeah, be proud of me for decluttering this amount. So firstly, I decluttered this Pink Honey Cream bronzer face frosting thing, not because I don't like it, because the colour that this is just so ugly. What is this? This is cream caramel. Yeah, it's too yellow for me. I don't enjoy this colour at all. I've got Milky Mocha, and that is so much better. XX Revolution Liquid Blusher. I actually was like on the hunt to collect all of these, but I'm just getting over it now, and I've decluttered this one for some reason. I don't know why, because that's stunning. This is perfection. It's a beautiful peachy orange, but I don't know. I honestly was so brutal and decluttered loads of stuff. Okay, what we've got? Blur. This is a cream highlighter, face and body. I think this was in a glossy box. Never used it, so it's going. Planet Revolution Cream Blush. This is beautiful, but I just feel like Planet Revolution isn't... Oh my god, why can't I get that off? For some reason, I can't get the hygienic seal on, but that is the colour. It is beautiful, but I just feel like Planet Revolution as a brand is just not exciting, so that's going. Fenty, who am I? Why would I declutter this? This is the shade Fuego Flush. Oh my god, I just dug my nail in it, brilliant. This is like a shimmery orange. It is beautiful, but I decluttered this because I have a peachy one that is like a matte blush. It doesn't have shimmer in it, and I know I'd prefer that way more. I actually have a Beauty Crop blush in the packaging. This is the shade, what are you? I don't know what the shade is, but it's the peachy one. The reason I decluttered this because I have light cheat and I much prefer that shade to this. So, haven't even got out the packaging, so it's going to someone else. Look, I've got 3 Revolution ones in the packaging. I've got 2 super dewy ones. I don't know why, but I went on a hunt to collect all these, even though I'd literally never use these shades, so they're going. And then I've got one of the watermelon ones in Flush, but I won't ever use that, so that can go, and it's still in the packaging. Okay, we have a few Mitchells floating about, not because I hate them. I freaking love this formula and Made by Mitchell's brand as a whole. But these colours are, I'm just not going to use them. And does anyone else's Mitchell's, I don't think any of these have it, but they like leak. I don't know what it is, but like they just get wet around the packaging. I'm not sure. Let me know if yours do the same. But I got rid of these colours. There might even be a couple more in here somewhere. I decluttered these because these colours are just not a bit of me. And yeah, I'm kind of over the whole collecting all of them for the sake of it. Okay, so we have the Iconic London. This is the little contour pot. This is the shade medium. I got this in the Glossy Box advent calendar, but I've decluttered this because I actually already have this in the shade light, and this is the shade medium, which would be too dark for me. I decluttered 2 of the Roxy cream products. I just decided to be good and keep my favourite shade of each. So this is the liquid highlighter I decluttered. I don't know what the name of it is because I don't think she put the name on the packaging. And then I decluttered this blush. I kept the ones that I love the most and got rid of the ones that I won't reach for as much. Oh, we have a Mitchell here. We're probably going to find more Mitchells. This is a shade and Laid. I probably could use them for lips, but I've got a bunch of lipsticks for that, so why would I use those? Primark little cream contour. If you've seen my TikTok, you know that that was an absolute disaster filming with this. I got the shade dark brown without realising, and this is that shade because I picked up the lighter one and that works so much better. Have this little highlighter. I think I got gifted this in a Glossy Box or something. It's a bit of a weird concept of a product, but I've not used it, so I've got rid of it. I found another Revolution blush. Honestly, I had so many of these, and I actually decluttered loads before as well. This is the shade Love Struck. I need them to bring this out in the new packaging. I think I've got Pink Lady in the new packaging. Glow Milk by Beauty Crop. This is the shade Pear Pressure, I believe. I kept the one in the shade Just Do It. Well, I actually bought the one in the shade Just Do It, if I can open it. It looks like this. It's like a little pump. I decluttered this because it's too dark for me, and it's not my shade preference. I prefer Just Do It, which is the one that I have got.